Hi, I'm going to show you clips from the NBC Today show of me and my wife in the crowd. Now, she's to the left wearing the Chicks Love Vegans shirt, and I am wearing the Vegan Future Revolution Evolution shirt, representing millions of vegans in the United States alone. Now, this is going to be real, important, and empowering news. Now, I'm going to show you clips from that day and how many times we got on that Saturday morning from 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Here's someone from Texas. I lived in Houston. I don't know why people feel it's so important to promote themselves, where they're from or their age, but I know their TV's a little sketchy about people promoting for certain charities because of controversy, but also more because they don't want to upset sponsors, so they do restrict certain things, so we're trying to be a little covert about it. Thus, no signs at this time.
It's not your 70th birthday.
Vegans live longer on average. Large studies of Seventh-day Adventists and Buddhists.
Nice to see you. Let's take a check of the weather and see what's happening.
Vegan Future. There was a sign in that one clip. Here's the next clip. You'll see I'm holding the human overpopulation crisis sign. Care about the environment or all species? A little hard to read. Human overpopulation crisis. Podwaddle.com. POODWADDLE.com. We have endangered species, deforestation, overfishing with super trawler nets. Now we have sick fish farms like factory farms, landfills. As I said, endangered species, deforestation, and much more due to human overpopulation crisis. 8 billion and growing rapidly from only a billion only a few hundred years ago.
Live, among others. Check them out by following NBC News on Twitter.
Have a great day and a great weekend, everybody.
So there's me representing vegan and promoting free birth control for all and the human overpopulation crisis.
She'll always remember. Your grandparents, I like that.
I like that guy who said, "Go Bulls."
There's me and my wife again. Vegan Future, a little blurry. Chicks Love Vegans. Again, this is recording from Baltimore.
You get 5 seconds. Go Bulls.
Will you get your one moment to have that?
One moment to have your voice. Most people just promote for themselves and where they're from and their birthday. Ooh, did a bad job there. My wife had a sign that it was her birthday, and I had a funny one that said, well, it's 230 days to my birthday. Just because they're touchy about other things. Just to be funny. Now here's why
In the next
vegan.
few minutes, you will be given an eye-opening look behind the closed doors of modern farms, hatcheries, and slaughter plants, revealing the journey that animals make from farm to fridge. For nearly their entire 4-month pregnancies, mother sows are locked in narrow metal stalls barely larger than their own body.
Factory farm norms.
Many of the animals develop open sores and scratches. Workers often killed. Animals die from botched. Next, the workers chop off their tails. Both of these painful procedures are nearly always done without anesthesia. Many animals die from botched mutilations. Piglets who become sick are strangled with a steel rod, hung upside down, and have their throats slit.
Fast forwarding it.
From the moment
Meatvideo.com
the egg
for
industry
farm to
subjects
fridge.
chicks to horrors few of us can even imagine. At the hatchery, workers quickly and roughly sort the males from the females. Because male chicks don't lay eggs and do not grow quickly enough to be raised profitably for meat, they are killed within hours after hatching. Male chicks are typically thrown into giant grinding machines while still alive. This practice is deemed standard and acceptable by the egg industry. Another killing method is to drop male chicks into trash bags to be smothered.
The
or
news should
suffocated.
talk about this. People want to know the truth.
More than
rather than
200
protect
million
sponsors.
unwanted male chicks are killed on their first day of life
Or TV
each year
commercials
in the United States.
selling them in fast food. Profits before
The females have it even worse, destined for a
the
life
news.
of prolonged cruelty. To reduce pecking induced by overcrowded living conditions, workers use a hot blade or laser to remove part of the chick's beaks. This mutilation can cause both acute and chronic pain. After debeaking, the birds are moved to cages where they will spend the rest of their lives. Nearly 95% of egg-laying hens spend their lives confined in tiny wire cages like this.
Eggs are probably the
Most
cruelest.
birds never see sunlight or breathe fresh air.
Most eat
They
37
are packed
land
so tightly
animals
they
per
cannot even
year.
spread their wings, walk, or turn around without pushing other birds aside.
35 are birds.
The harsh and unrelenting environment of the cage takes its toll, often leading to severe feather loss, open wounds, and birds trapped in cage wire. Pain. Massive trawling nets indiscriminately drag hundreds of tons of fish and other animals along the ocean floor. As they are dragged up from the ocean depths, the fish undergo excruciatingly painful decompression. The extreme changes in pressure can rupture their swim bladders and pop out their eyes. They are then tossed on board where the surviving fish either suffocate or are crushed to death. Others are still alive when they are hacked apart on these floating slaughterhouses.
I don't need to show the slaughter. Everyone knows about slaughter, but fish farming and trawler nets I don't. And finally, meat is not green, leading cause of greenhouse gases and climate change, and as well as contributing to our healthcare crisis and world hunger. It takes about 16 pounds of crops fed to a force-bred animal for just 1 pound of meat in return. Yes, most of our crops are pooped out by feeding them to animals. So, there you have it. Real important and empowering news. Factory farms, fish farms, healthcare, one of the leading causes is heart disease. Environment and world hunger solution, all by simply leaving animals alone. Vegan is the future. Chicks love vegans.